As a young man, if you don't go through these 7 lessons, you will not be a great man for society. And this is pivotal for you because I'm going to give you insight that's going to help you get past this chapter. The key to getting past understanding that life is hard is just simply getting.
Welcome to Life and Mindset with Ben by Faith. Sit back and enjoy today's episode. Well, here's your host, Ben by Faith. Take it away, BK.
Fam, listen, in today's episode, in today's video, I really want to get down to the nitty and gritty of how you're supposed to be a young man in this world in your 20s, in your early 20s. I remember that stage, man, like it was yesterday. And man, when I tell you, there's so many lessons I had to learn, and I learned a lot of them the hard way. I had people trying to tell me advice. I had people trying to lead me and guide me, but it never really truly worked out for me because I thought I had all the answers, or I thought I knew everything that I was doing, or I thought that I can avoid these pits that every young man has to learn. So let me get into point number one. Point number one is literally this. Man, bro, life is hard when you're lazy. You know, my mother, man, she tried to make sure at all costs that I was not a lazy man, that I was a man that would be able to provide for his family, that I was a man that would get up and even get the job done even when I'm tired. I notice in today's society, man, we don't really have the hard work ethic. I've seen people do some amazing things when I was young, especially men. I've seen them do amazing things. I mean, lift stuff. And I'm like, yo, bro, how did he lift that? How did my grandfather do that or do this? And this is pivotal for you because I'm going to give you insight that's going to help you get past this chapter that is just so much easier. The key to getting past understanding that life is hard is just simply getting over your laziness. See, life is really only hard when you're lazy. A lot of the things that I do now, people ask me, they're like, how do you do all these things that you do? Are there times when I'm exhausted and I'm tired? Yes. But are there times when I have to sit down with myself and say, yo, you cannot be lazy? There are times, man, when, and I don't know your relationship with God, but there are times with me when I have to talk to the Lord and I'm like, God, help me with my laziness. Can you get this out of my system? I have a wife, I have a daughter, I have to provide. There has to be provision for the house. So for young men, the first step, before you even get a family, before you even get wifey, while you're dating, all of this stuff, it's a lot to think about. Just understand that life is hard, but it's only hard when you're lazy. And point number two that I really wanted to point out to you guys is that your friend group matters. This is why now, man, I really prioritize who I have around me. Because if I'm a family man, but I don't have family members around me or family men around me, I find myself drifting. I find myself looking at something that I'm not supposed to look at, right? I mean, come on, man. In your 20s, in all these years as a man, you will find yourself looking at things that you're not supposed to have, right? So there's a lot of times where I have to tame my eye and be like, no, I'm not doing this because I'm not going to regret this for my marriage. I won't look at that. I won't look at her. I won't look at this. And when I do those things, I literally have to go into my closet, bro, and I have to talk to God about it. And I'm like, God, yo, please get this out of me. Will you wring this out of my system? Because this is not supposed to be here. My desire is to be for one woman and not for a nation of women, because that is a downfall that I see a lot of men go through. But it truly matters who your friend group is. If you have the wrong friends, matter of fact, point me to your friends, I can point you to your future. If you want an even better answer, point me to your friends and I can point you to your future. Here's point number three, and I think this is pivotal as well. Success is what you make it. You know, this is something I still have to get over to this day, man, because a lot of times you can see people with the fancy cars, the fancy clothes. You can see people with multiple women, or just see TV shows that tell you that this is the epitome of success. Newsflash, it's not. The truth to success is literally just you loving what you have. Success is what you make it. Now, I'm not saying that you won't have these nice things. I'm just saying that if you don't have the nice things that everyone else has, it doesn't make you less of a man. It doesn't make you less of a 20-year-old. It doesn't make you less of a 30-year-old, right? Because once you get to 20 and you get to that 25 and you start seeing 30, it won't make you less because you have not achieved what you've seen other people achieved. Because your achievements are still achievements. you still have rewards for them. So there are things for me that I've checked off that a lot of other men have not checked off. And they're like, bro, I wish I could check this off. And I'm like, man, listen, I checked it off not even knowing I was checking it off because I was so focused on just living life, loving it, and not doing too much and not looking at other people check off their boxes, but checking off my own boxes and understanding that my success makes me feel good. Like, fam, listen to me, bro. It feel good for me to come home and be like, yo, I got a family I can come home to. To me, that's success. Yo, my family loves my name. They love my presence. To me, that's success. So don't allow the world to teach you success when they themselves aren't really even living it. They're in bondage. They're trapped. They're stuck because their success is literally a recycling bill that keeps them stuck, keeps them working a job for the rest of their life, or keeps them in debt for the rest of their life. So it's not really fulfilling. It's just a fulfillment of bondage. And that's just all it is, dog. I want to give you this point as well. Point number 4, finding your purpose is easy. This is a pain point for me that really hit hard. I'm pretty sure it hits hard for you because purpose is something that everybody questions. But here's what I'm going to tell you about purpose. Purpose is literally the thing that you've been doing all your life with ease. Like for me, I thought purpose would have been basketball, football, or track, or soccer, right? I was good at all that stuff. Or I thought my purpose would be the military because I was in RTOC, right? And I was so excellent. I was good at it. I loved it. I loved the structure. I thought that was my purpose. But when I sat back and I looked at life, and people would have conversations with me, and they're like, bro, I just love talking to you, bro, because for some reason you know the right things to say when it needs to be said. That was my purpose. Speaking to people was my purpose. Feeling the pain of people was my purpose. So look back over your life, even from when you've been a child to now, bro, and you will see that this is your purpose. It's one thing that's highlighted in your life that you were specifically made for because you're easily doing it, but you don't know what it is. So I'm going to challenge you to write that out because I don't want you to go to college. I don't want you to go off in life and take on jobs or take on debt that you don't even need, because if you knew your purpose a lot sooner, life would be a lot easier for you. You wouldn't have to settle for a lot of the things that you see other people settle for, or you wouldn't have to settle for the pain that you're settling for now, right? Another point that I want to make to you, and this is vital, man. This is point number 5. We almost all the way through it. This is point number 5, man. Your comfort zone will keep you stuck. Man, when I said that, I felt chill bumps, man, because for so long I was so comfortable, right? And it kept me stuck, man. And I didn't know it. I didn't know that uncomfortability was just telling me that this is where you need to go. I didn't know that me being uncomfortable was the thing that I need to lean on even more. Like I didn't know God was working through my life to where he's saying, I know you're uncomfortable in this season and in this moment, but this is going to be a blessing in the end. Let me trip y'all out. I know y'all see me talking to you. I know you hear me talking to you. But here's the thing. Believe it or not, man, when I was growing up, I did not like being in front of crowds. I didn't even like being in front of people. My mother would put me on stages when I had to perform at my school or whatever. I had to sing or whatever. We had a little sing-alongs. Bro, I would turn my back to the crowd. I would literally turn my back to the crowd and sing the song, not facing. So right now, if I was still in that bondage, I would be turned away from y'all, talking to you like this, because I wouldn't feel confident. I wouldn't feel as if it's my purpose. I would feel as if I'm stepping out of line. But little did I know, man, it was so uncomfortable for me. But the more I leaned into it, the more I started seeing, wait, this is a reflection of how I feel. People can feel the exact emotion I'm giving. Like people started feeling the words I was saying online. People started feeling the pain that I would express through my vocabulary. All of these things started meaning something to me. So I leaned more into it and said, this is the way that I can help people in this world. So for you, lean into that uncomfortability. Lean into it more and more, and you'll see, man, that this is the gift that God has given you. But you just have to get past that uncomfortability. Because what's happening is it's being pulled and it's being stretched out of you, you know? And in your 20s, man, take those classes in college where you have to do public speaking. Take those classes that make you uncomfortable, or just take opportunities that make you uncomfortable. I thank God for the uncomfortable seasons and for the uncomfortable moments, man, because it taught me so much. Man, that resonated with me so deep, dog. Verse 6, well, chapter 6, I'm sorry. Chapter 6.6. It's literally this, man. True friends slash brothers are hard to find. Here's what I'll say. Because somebody told me this and it blessed my soul. Matter of fact, my godmama told me this and it blessed my soul. She said to me, when you have somebody good, never let them go. When you have somebody that has always been there, never let them go. Here's what I'm going to say to you, bro. Okay? Because trust me, I feel where you coming from in your 20s and your 30s and your 50s, whatever, in your 40s. I feel you because it's just when people hurt you, even if they are a good person, when they say things that hurt you, you tend to just get rid of that person. But good friends or good brothers are hard to find. Value the friend that you get, man. Because I'm telling you, there's going to be chapters, man, where y'all really truly help each other. And you're going to be like, yo, bro, you my brother for life. I have stronger connections with men who are not in my bloodline than I do with men in my bloodline. Because there were seasons, there was nights, bro, when I called, I made that call, or I needed that conversation. And they're like, bro, I'm here for you, bro. It don't matter. I'm not judging you. I'm here to help you out, bro. And those conversations helped me so much, dog. Set me free from so many things. Man, when I was dealing with pornography, bro, heavy, when I was watching that stuff heavy, man, I had a specific brother, man. My boy Willing and Abel, man. I had a special brother, man. We used to talk about that thing all the time. We like, bro, we're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna overcome it. And eventually we did. But if it wasn't for that brother in that season, I would be struggling. And if it wasn't for me in his life in that season, he would still be struggling. You gotta find you some good counsel, godly counsel, some good brothers, some good friends. This is what you're gonna need in life, because life gonna get a little rocky. It's gonna get a little hard. But when you have those people around you and they're stable and they're really there for you, it really, really can help you, man. It really, really can. Let me get to point number 7, man. This here gonna bless you, bro. A life of prayer will help you get better in life, relationships, and with your mindset. Believe it or not, man, you're looking at a person who used to deal with suicide, suicidal thoughts. You're dealing with a person who literally himself, as a young dude, was molested. You're dealing with a young dude. You're looking at a young guy who's been through so much trauma, man, I can't even explain it. I've survived so many near-death experiences. I've come from the projects to the suburbs. You're looking at a guy, man, who has survived so much. And prayer has helped me survive, dog. I know people gonna be like, yo, I don't believe in what you believe in, but listen to me, man. Do you know how many times I was supposed to die and God saved my life? Matter of fact, man, this story is so crazy. I remember, man, my older cousin, bro. We were in the projects, right? We were in the projects, man. I was talking trash. I walked away from him and talking trash. I was like, yo, bro, I'm about to go get that. For everybody on audio, I'm holding up the gun sign. I'm about to go get that blickety, right? I'm about to go get that gun. I'm like, bro, don't play with me, bro. Man, I'm about to go get my scrap, right? Of course, I didn't have one. I was too young. But my cousin, man, he picked up this rock. He threw this rock. The rock bounced off of a stop sign, hit me in the back of my head and bust my head open. So now, bro, I'm walking through the projects with blood leaking down the side of my face. People running from me. Man, I remember that job so vividly, bro. I remember it so vividly. Then there was another time, man. Me and my cousin were playing outside. This dude had an AK-47. He went up to this other guy. He shot him. He killed him dead. He walked past us, looked at us, and decided to keep walking. So here's what I'm saying. The moral of my story, in your 20s, make sure you take these 7 lessons that you should know, that you should not run from. Make sure you take these 7 lessons and you actually walk through them, bro. Accept them for what they are. Some of these pills are hard to swallow, but they're going to help you. They're going to help you through life. And I promise, man, everything is going to get better for you, dog. It's just a journey. It's just a moment. It's just a season. And hey, I want you to know that God loves you and I love you. Peace. Till the next video.